For unto us a child is born. To us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders. And his name shall be Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Throughout the biblical narrative, peace emerges as a central theme, transcending the absence of conflict. The prophet Isaiah tells us of the arrival of a Prince of Peace, whose reign promises a peace that goes beyond simply the ending of strife. It encompasses the restoration and completeness and wholeness. The Hebrew term for the word peace is shalom, but shalom is more than just simply a tranquil state. It embodies an active engagement to mend what is broken. This concept is woven through the Old Testament scriptures, where shalom touches every facet of life. Shalom is a call to action, urging individuals to actively restore the intricate fabric of all of existence. With the advent of Jesus Christ, the promised Prince of Peace arrives, offering restoration and wholeness to humanity through the sacrificial death and triumphant resurrection of Jesus. And therefore, Jesus becomes the embodiment of completeness that humanity has fallen short of attaining for itself. And Jesus' followers are called to emulate this peace, fostering unity through humility, patience, and love. Shalom, in all of its biblical richness, surpasses the secular notion of peace as simply the absence of war. It encompasses not only the termination of conflict, but the restoration of God's intended wholeness for all of creation. Shalom is a covenant of peace that God promised. It unfolds through the lineage of Abraham, ultimately finding fulfillment in the birth of Jesus, who is the Prince of Peace. And just as the angels proclaimed on that holy night in Bethlehem, Jesus came to bring peace on earth to those whom God's favor rests. This peace is rooted in God's shalom. It is not passive, but rather active. It is a call to participate in the restoration of completeness. The Apostle Paul even reassures the believers that through faith we now have peace with God, and Jesus himself bestows a peace that transcends worldly understanding. During this Advent season, let us reflect on the fullness of God's peace, recognizing our role as active participants in the restoration of shalom. Just as the shepherds received from the angels a message with joy, may we embrace the call to work with the Holy Spirit to bring about God's shalom here on earth. This, of course, entails more than personal tranquility. It involves reaching out to others, extending a hand to the broken and to the marginalized, and working towards justice and reconciliation. In the midst of all of our holiday festivities, let us not forget the essence of shalom as we celebrate the birth of the Prince of Peace. May our actions reflect the active pursuit of completeness and wholeness in our lives and in the lives of those around us. This Advent, let us commit to being peacemakers, contributing to God's restoration of shalom. Until that day when Christ returns to establish his eternal and unending reign of peace.